quality of farmland and the quality of soil and the climate conditions, the weather conditions, are such that only 0.5% of our total land mass is prime farmland. And guess what? More than 50% of that 0.5% is in southern Ontario, between Ottawa and Windsor. We're losing 319 acres of that every day in Ontario.
There's lots of farmland across Canada, but you can generally just grow grains or livestock feed. In Class 1 farmland, that's where you get all of your vegetables and your fruits and your produce. So it's rare, and it's one of the few ways that we can actually feed ourselves with a diverse diet.
We're not just losing farms, we're literally stabbing a stake in the heart of the most productive farmland in the country. We're taking out the best land.
So a developer shows up, offers you a deal, you don't take it, and then the government comes along. If you don't take the deal, we're going to expropriate it. That could happen anywhere in Ontario, just like it's happening in Wilmot. Is that the Ontario that you support, Minister of Agriculture?
This is a turning point, really, for agriculture in Ontario. If you can be so disrespectful to these farmers in Wilmot, then clearly you'll do this to other farmers.
Just like we've had a gun held to our head, really, we have had no choice in the matter.
This isn't just 770 acres. This development will impact negatively farms for kilometers in every direction. It will compromise the highest producing farms in the country.
We don't know what they are planning. It could be a landfill. It could be a chemical plant. It could be anything. So if water gets contaminated, our business could be in danger.
We just have to look at Elmira that polluted the water ecosystem, and guess what? They're not being able to pull water from their wells anymore, and they're coming from Wilmot now. If that happened with our water system here, there's no plan B.
When you pave over that soil, it's gone forever. We'll lose it for some unspecified industrial development. When we're losing 319 acres of farmland each and every day in Ontario is completely unsustainable. The Premier would say things like, oh, well, we'll just move the farms further north. Well, sorry, Doug, there's this thing called the Canadian Shield. You're not going to grow field crops on rock.
It takes anywhere from 500 to 2,000 years to create 1 single inch of good quality topsoil. And I'm going to tell you, you cannot grow carrots in 1 inch of topsoil. We're going to run out of land that can feed us if we keep going the way we're going. This soil is worth protecting. The space where this soil exists has to be protected. Food sovereignty is sovereignty. If we can't feed ourselves, how long are we going to stay a sovereign nation?